All right, so what do you do if the cash offer doesn't work in selling your house, but you still need to sell? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. Alright, so hey guys, welcome back. This is Eric Sanyo with We Buy NKY Houses.com, where we buy houses for cash in Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky. And in the last video, we walked through, and you guys can go check out that video, how exactly do we come to our cash offer? And we kind of laid it all out on the table. We pride ourselves as a company of being honest, of being full of integrity, of being upfront, and not really pulling any punches. We're not going to twist anybody's arms if you need to sell your house. We understand that generally if you're selling your house for cash, you're in a tough situation. And there's a number of reasons for that. It could be divorce, it could be you've inherited a house, it could be you're sick, or you're behind in payments, or you've lost your job, or you have to move quickly. There's all kinds of reasons why people need to sell their house fast. And one of the things besides being honest is that we often, our goal is to treat everyone with dignity and respect. We're not coming in trying to strong arm anyone, and we want to give you guys options, and that's a little bit what this video is about, is what's another option. So we walk through what the cash offer could potentially be, how we back out that number from the ARV, and we just have to back out the repair costs, the fixed costs, and the profit, and that's kind of the cash offer we're going to make for your house. Well, what if that number doesn't work? Let's say, for example, you owe $75,000 on your house still, and the best cash offer we can make is $70,000, and it's like, well, I'd have to come up with $5,000 extra just to close on the house. That's not going to work. Okay, well, let's talk about another option, which is this. A lot of people don't like working with real estate agents because they figure, I have to clean up my house, I have to get it ready to show, I have to make all the updates and repairs that the real estate agent wants me to make, because he wants to make as much money as possible, because he makes a commission on this. Oh yeah, I have to pay the real estate agent a giant commission, and I don't want to do that. All of those objections are legit, and I get them, but let's go through this example a little bit more and give you another option, which is if the cash offer doesn't work for whatever reason. Let's say it's just too low and you can't pay off the mortgage, or you need more money. There's another option besides doing what I just mentioned of getting your house in kind of peak market ready condition where you're trying to sell it for the top of the market. You can also try to sell it for less than market value, right? But it might be higher than the cash value. So let's say the house, the ARV is $120,000 and it needs roughly $30,000 in repairs. Okay, so now you're at 90. Now you still gotta, if you sold it for 90, well, let's just walk through this a little bit. If you sold it for 90, you still have to pay that real estate agent his commission. You still might have to go through the inspection period and make a few fixes for the sellers, but let's just say you net $83,000, okay? After all that is said and done. You sell it for 90, you pay about 6% for the real estate agent, that's like $5,400, and then you maybe have a few other things, and you net at the closing table $83,000. Okay, well, the cash offer was $70,000, or maybe even less than that. I'm kind of making these numbers up as I go here, but and the biggest difference is that cash offer has to allow for those fixed costs, remember, and the investor's profit. So now this other option here is you can essentially sell your home for less than market value, put it up on the MLS with a real estate agent. You're not going to make top market value, but you might end up netting $5,000 or $10,000, maybe even $15,000 more than you would if you sold it for cash. So this is when we go and talk to people who fill out the form on our site or call us up, we always walk through both of these options. And to be fully honest, we generally speaking, because I'm a real estate agent and licensed in Ohio and Kentucky, generally speaking, I'm making less money if I help you list your home on the MLS as a real estate agent than if I'm working as an investor on the We Buy NKY Houses side. And I tell people that. I'm like, look, you got to do what's best for you. Now, there are some cons to the listing side of things, and that is the biggest one is probably time. Because when you sell your house for cash, you can sell it fast and you don't have to do jack squat, right? We're gonna buy the house in the condition as is. There's not gonna be like any inspection negotiation process where we're like, oh, well, you need to fix your sump pump or clean out your gutters. There's gonna be none of that junk. We see the property, we know what it is and what needs to be repaired, and we're gonna buy for cash, and generally we close on that in like a week to 2 weeks. Okay, and so a huge benefit of that is speed. Now, on the flip side, if you list your property on the MLS for less than market value, the benefit is you might make more money. The downside is it's going to take longer because you got to get the house ready. You're at least going to want to try to clean it up some. You're going to have to get photos done. It's going to be marketed on the MLS. The agent's going to put their sign in the yard. Then you got to attract other end buyers, right? It's probably not going to be an investor. It's probably going to be an owner-occupant. Then you got to go through the negotiation process of getting offers. Once you have a signed offer under contract, now you got to go through the inspection period and negotiate that. And then also they got to qualify and obtain that loan. So that's going to take at least 30 days. So this can often take 2 to 3 to 4 months. It's going to be a much longer process, but in the end, you might net $5,000 to $10,000 more. So it's just up to you. And so this is one of the things we do that I think sets us apart a little bit in terms of cash buyers, is we give you either one of those options. We're okay with either one. It's just a matter of what is more important to you. And that's why if you go to our website, if you go look at the video testimonials of people, they speak very highly of us because we're fair, we're honest, we're going to give you hopefully the best option and kind of lay out different options for you and say, here's kind of the situation, what do you think is best? And we might give our opinion that if we were in your shoes, what would we do? That's what we try to do, is be fair and honest and help people out. And I think you'll see that from our Google 5-star reviews, and I think you'll see that from the video testimonials on our site. In fact, I had a guy recently in Erlanger who, when I first came out, he wanted a cash offer, and he's like, I'm basically, he thought he was going to lose about $5,000 on the house, and he was okay with that. And I was like, you know what, hold up, your house is in pretty good condition. Let's put it on the market. And we ended up selling it, and he ended up making close to $10,000, and that was like a $15,000 swing for him. And he was happy. He was very happy because he was kind of resigned to think, I don't know, I got to sell this thing for cash. So that's what we do at We Buy NKY Houses, and more people are learning about that. And now we're getting people who we sold their house, but then they want to come use us as a real estate agent whenever they're ready to buy another house down the road, because we treated them fairly. We helped give them the best possible options. So what do you do when the cash offer doesn't work? Just to wrap up this video, hey, you can still list your property on the MLS and get it sold. It's not going to be top of the market value, but in the end, if you run the numbers, you might end up netting more money in the end. And that's another option you can do if you need to sell your house fast, or at least get that mortgage paid off, which is a big issue for a lot of people. So we hope this video was helpful. If you need to sell your house in Northern Kentucky or Cincinnati, give us a call. My name's Eric. It's 859-412-1940, or go to our website, WeBuyNKYHouses.com, and you can read our blog, you can see our video testimonials, you can read till your heart's content, fill out that form. We'll come out to your house, we'll get your house sold. Thanks so much for watching this, guys. We'll see you next time.